Hey there again, my name is Aisha Ochuwa, and today I want to talk to you about the silent pillars. The silent pillars. Every business, every successful business you see making the waves and shining through as industry giants have what I commonly refer to as the silent pillars. Now, these silent pillars are the people that hold the business. They are the people that ensure the success and compliance of the business. I'm talking about legal compliance and transactional compliance. Now, there's always a distinguishing factor between companies that have these silent pillars and companies that just maneuver their ways, through business transactions and just try to keep their heads up high. And that difference, that distinguishing factor is excellence. You can always spot the excellence. You can always spot the excellence in companies that have these silent pillars. Now, these silent pillars are professionals that offer their advice, their areas of expertise in the company, but leave the administration, leave the company itself to take the glory and the cover as an excellent company, whereas there are people behind closed doors, making sure this excellence is seen to the general public. Now, these silent pillars are legal advisors, negotiators, taxation officers, financial advisors, insurance officers, and intellectual property officers. So, in order to aid your understanding and make you know what their functions are, I will be breaking them down bit by bit and explaining their characteristics and importance. The very first silent pillar I will be discussing is a legal advisor. A legal advisor is a legal practitioner, a lawyer, who has a law degree and is licensed to practice law as an advocate and a solicitor. Legal advisors are very important in every business. You need the legal advice. You need a lawyer to break down rules and regulations, break down expectations of the law, and even transactional expectations. They will help you draft, review, and sometimes negotiate terms of contracts and different transactions with your vendors, with suppliers, and even customers. So it's important for a business to have a legal advisor. For compliance sake, they will tell you the do's and don'ts and help you to cross the T's and dot the I's. So as a business owner, as a visionary leader, you must have a legal advisor on your team. That is one pillar you should not do without. Even if you want to do without the others, you need a lawyer. Now, lawyers have areas of specialization, but there are some lawyers that do general practice. So while there are lawyers that say, oh, I'm a business lawyer, I'm a corporate lawyer, I'm just into litigation, I don't do corporate law, there are lawyers who do everything. There are lawyers who will be your in-house legal advisors and also help you, when it comes to mediation, arbitration, and litigation. So when there is a dispute concerning an agreement or a transaction, your lawyer can help you step in as a mediator and arbitrator and also help you litigate if the matter goes to court. You see, businesses that have a lawyer on board will make investments confidently because they are well informed. They understand all the intricacies of making that investment because their lawyer has broken it down for them. Their lawyer has told them all the legal implications. For instance, a business that wants to purchase a property, a landed property, the lawyer will carry out all due diligence, ask questions, make researches, do everything that needs to be done as regards that land before the business purchases it. So it's important to have a lawyer. It's important to have a lawyer. Lawyers will also help you avoid regulatory penalties or even reputational damage that may result out of non-compliance and just unethical practices. So before a business puts out an ad or makes a move or makes an offer, the lawyer can advise and say, this is an invitation to treat, yes, but you should be careful when making such a move. Regardless of the fact that it's an invitation to trade and people will make offers that you still have to accept. You should not do this, you should not make sentences like this, you should not make offers like this. They have reverse and adverse implications. Lawyers can advise. So it's important to have a lawyer on board. Lawyers will help you. They will save you money. They will save you money that you could pay for damages because of your carelessness as a business owner. So make sure you have a lawyer on board. Most business owners think having a lawyer on board is a waste of money. But reverse is the case. Having a lawyer on board will help you save money will help you save cost of legal proceedings, unnecessary legal proceedings, unnecessary compensations, and just expensive payments that may arise out of your carelessness. So instead of dashing people money, why not invest in a lawyer that will help shaping your business? It is wise to have a lawyer on board as a visionary leader. Don't think of the payments or the monthly payments or the retainers. Have a lawyer on board. They will help you shaping your business. Lawyers are important. They know things that you probably do not know. So please, except you're a lawyer yourself, and even business owners that are lawyers still like to have a second opinion, but they still employ lawyers. So it's important to just have a lawyer. It's important to have a second opinion even if you're a lawyer. So make sure there is some form of legal knowledge and legal protection over your business. The next silent pillar I will be discussing are negotiators. Negotiators are people who specialize in negotiation, right? They have done it too many times and understand the intricacies of getting the best deals, the best bargains out of every transaction. Smart business owners have a negotiator in their business corner because, why get 10% when I can get 90 anyways? Negotiators will look at that transaction, look at that document, and look for ways to bring out the best and make sure that transaction is in the business interest. So as a smart business owner, make sure you have a negotiator in your corner. Negotiators may be lawyers, business executives, consultants, or other professionals who have some form of expertise in communication, persuasion, and collaborations, and use it to find a mutually acceptable ground and a good solution to conflicts and even transactions. Their role is to facilitate a productive dialogue, to manage conflicts, and bring parties together to achieve a common goal. Brilliant negotiators are skilled in identifying interests, understanding emotions, and using it to come up with creative solutions that will benefit their clients. So let's break down some of the importance of having a negotiator on board, right? So the number one importance is they use their expertise to help you save time. They have negotiated different transactions. They understand emotions, right? So a negotiator can spot an emotion at the beginning of a transaction and tell you, you know what, this person just wants to settle, or this person just wants you to top up the percentage or the ratio, and let's offer something more. So a negotiator will help you save time. They know the processes to skip, right? When they meet people at the point of exchanging pleasantries, they can already read the emotion and say, these people are here to just come on board and just meet at a point, get a mutually acceptable point, and just get some form of benefit. So just lower your shoulder pad, agree to the terms I drop on the table, and everybody smile to the bank. A negotiator can help you save time. They spot the emotions, save time, everybody is happy. That's one. Secondly, a negotiator will help you prevent miscommunication. So as a business owner, in certain transactions, you may get emotional, right? You may think the other party is trying to exploit you or trying to be smart, and the way you will react in that situation will be totally different from the way a negotiator will react. So as a business owner, because you have a direct interest, you may be emotional and unreasonable. The negotiator, because of what the person is trying to achieve, the person will calm down and prevent every form of miscommunication. The person will communicate your point, understand the person's point, and see how both parties can meet at an acceptable point. Negotiators will also provide professional advice on how to prevent certain unnecessary legal issues, and they'll also help you maintain relationships, right? So they most times play the bad guy. So you can easily say, oh, that wasn't me, that was my negotiator, but in the real sense of it, your negotiator was just communicating what you had in your mind. So they most times play the bad guy. That way, helping you maintain relationships. They take the fall for transactions that go south. They also help you increase your profitability. Negotiators, they are good to the extent that a transaction where you ought to get just 20%, they can negotiate, maneuver. Oh God, I don't know how to explain this thing to you. Negotiators are important. They can help you turn a 20% contract to 60%, and you'll be surprised how that happened. That's their job. That's what they do. So as a business owner, as a visionary leader, as a smart business owner, make sure you have a negotiator on your team. they can make you a lot of money. They can get you deals that you would not ordinarily get for yourself. The next pillar we'll be discussing is an intellectual property officer. Now, an intellectual property officer is a professional who specializes in identifying, managing, and protecting the intellectual property assets of an organization. So their job is literally to understand your intellectual property rights, protect it, and also manage it. Now, in situations where there is a breach or where there is the probability of a breach, they can help you come up with procedures, rules, protocols that will prevent that breach. And if the breach still happens, they will come up with brilliant ways or even institute an action, a legal action, to help you claim every right involved. So if you're a business owner in the creative space or innovation, please make sure you have an intellectual property officer on your team. They know what to do with your rights, because these days everybody is just moving anyhow. People can see your innovation, your invention, and decide to just make close-knit counterfeits. Intellectual property officers know what to do in situations like that, and they will help you get every benefit, everything that is due you from that breach. Now, on to taxation. Taxation officers are important. As a business owner, I'm sure you know your business ought to pay tax, right? So it is important for you to have a taxation officer in your corner that will advise you on all matters relating to taxation. They will tell you every regulation and all laid down laws as regards your tax liabilities and your tax expectation. They are also skilled enough to help you minimize your tax liabilities and maximize your tax benefits. You'll be surprised what they can do. So a situation where you did not know and you maybe went to go and pay tax you're not supposed to pay, if you had a tax advisor, if you had a tax officer on your team, you would know that, oh, the law actually exempts my business from paying tax in this scenario. For instance, if your business does not meet up to a certain percentage of income, the law actually exempts you from paying taxation. So if you have a taxation officer on board, you will know that this year we did not meet so we don't need to pay tax to the government. So it's important for you to have a taxation officer as part of your team. The very next pillar we will be discussing is a financial advisor. A business financial advisor is a professional that offers advice and guidance to businesses on a wide range of financial matters. They have an expertise in finance, accounting, and business conduction, and their main goal is to ensure that the business makes great financial decisions that provide long-term sustainability and productivity. As a business owner, it is important for you to have a financial advisor. It is highly recommended, you should have a business financial advisor. They will help you plan your budgeting, plan your expenses, and ensure that you do not squander every money that comes into the business, because there are businesses that make money. By the books, there's a lot of money, but when you check the business accounts, there is nothing there. So it's almost like, how did this happen? Where did the money go to? And then when they check, they will see that the money was actually spent on something and spent on things that could have been avoided. So as a business owner, make sure that you don't have direct access to business funds so that you don't squander it. Make sure there is someone checkmating your activities and cross-checking your decisions. The business should have a second opinion. There should be someone who will say, no, let's not do it this way, let's do it this way. If we do it this way, we'll spend little and get better results. There should be a business financial advisor. It will help you have money in your company. Have an advisor. Don't just make money and spend. Don't just make money and go on trips, go to Paris, go to the Philippines, make sure there is someone checkmating how the business funds are spent and controlled. Now, the last pillar we will be discussing is an insurance officer. So insurance officers are professionals that work in the insurance industry, right? So what they do for businesses is they just help with insurance coverage, make sure that businesses are insured. So they analyze risk, they determine the appropriate coverage, they negotiate terms, and help businesses administer policies. Insurance officers also handle claims settlements. They manage policy renewal processes and provide customer support services to businesses. So as a business owner, it is important for you to have an insurance officer that will help manage the relationship between you and your insurance company. So their expert advice would, number one, help you keep your business insured and also help you get the best out of any insurance coverage you pick. With all of these, and after identifying all these pillars, I'm sure you agree with me That a business should not just have the administrative staff and the direct employees that are doing all the undercover works as the team members. There are certain professionals that must come on board. These professionals stand as pillars of the business. They stand as the perfectionists of the business, leaving the business to take all the glory in the eyes of the world. So the world is seeing the business as very efficient, effective, amazing, professional, without realizing that there are actual people who do the work. There are people who do the background work, who provide all of the professional advice, all of the expertise, all of the perfection that the world sees. As a visionary leader, bring all these professionals on board and see how they transform your business into something that becomes a wonder to your generation.
Aisha Ochuwa.